In a small town stood a little school, quiet, ordinary, and often forgotten. In that school was a boy named Ethan, not the smartest, not the strongest, not even the most noticed. He sat at the back of the class, always drawing on his paper, dreaming about things nobody else could see. Every day the teacher asked questions. Hands shot up, not Ethan's. He wasn't confident enough. The world had already told him he was average, and he started to believe it. One afternoon after the rain, the schoolyard flooded. The playground was covered with mud and water. The children ran home complaining, but Ethan stayed behind. He noticed something. The rain had washed away a small garden the little kids had planted the week before. Their flowers were gone. He could have gone home too, but something inside him said, "Fix it." Ethan found a stick and began digging tiny channels to let the water flow out. His shoes were soaked, his clothes dirty. He stayed until sunset, building small ridges to protect what was left of the garden. The next garden looked alive again. Nobody knew who did it until the teacher found Ethan's muddy shoes outside the classroom. She asked him, "Why did you do it?" Ethan looked down and said, "Because I could." That one small act changed something in the school. The next week, the teacher started a new rule: be a difference maker. Every student had to find one small way to help others each day. Lila, the shy girl who never spoke, started helping her classmates with homework. Marcus, who always got into fights, began cleaning the chalkboard after class. Even the teachers began to notice a shift. The air in the school changed. Months passed. One day, a big competition came. The Young Innovators Fair. Students had to present projects that could make their community better. While others worked on robots and posters, Ethan quietly built something out of old bottles, pipes, and tape. When the judges came, they laughed. "What is this supposed to be?" Ethan smiled and said, "It's a water path. It carries rainwater safely to the garden, so it never floods again." Silence, then applause. The judges were moved, not by how perfect it looked, but by the heart behind it. Ethan won, but more importantly, his small act had started a movement. The town began building tiny water paths around their gardens. Farmers copied his design. The mayor invited him to speak about his idea. Years later, Ethan became an engineer, designing irrigation systems that saved hundreds of farms from drought. He never forgot that day. The muddy shoes, the broken garden. The simple thought, "Because I could." And that's what a difference maker is. Not someone who has everything, but someone who uses what they have, no matter how little, to make something better. Some children grow up waiting for the world to change. Others grow up changing the world, one small act at a time. Be the difference, even if no one is watching.